Statement. This is to advise the general public that in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, entitled Senator Byron M. Bear Open Public Meeting Act, New Jersey Casino Control Commission on December 6, 2023, filed with the Secretary of State at the State House in Trenton an annual meeting schedule. On December 6, 2023, copies were mailed to subscribers. The use of cell phones in the public meeting room while the commission is in session is prohibited. Any member of the public who wishes to address the commission will be given the opportunity to do so before the commission adjourns for the day. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everyone who is joining us in person and remotely today. Meeting participants who wish to do so can continue to address the Commission through remote technology. We are also permitting in-person participation, and the public meeting room is therefore open. We will, however, continue to stream our public meetings. The public is able to listen through access provided on the Commission's website, as well as through our YouTube channel. We will accept public comments via email. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov. I will repeat that. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov beginning now and any time throughout the meeting, ending at the time of adjournment. This meeting is being transcribed as well as recorded, and minutes will be available on our website in due course. To meeting participant callers, I ask that you follow the instructions provided with the web link or audio call-in code and place your phones on mute until your matter is called. Also, when your matter is called, please turn on your camera and identify yourself before speaking. Thank you.
Please answer when I call your name for the roll, please. Commissioner Molyneux.
Present.
Vice Chair Cooper.
Present.
And Chairman Pelosi.
Present.
Matters discussed in closed session this morning included key license application matters, as well as approval of the November 13, 2024 closed session minutes. The first item for your consideration is ratification of the minutes of the November 13, 2024 public meeting portion.
Are there any questions for council or corrections?
No. No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to ratify the minutes of the November 13th, 2024 meeting.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Item number 2 is approval of the annual meeting schedule for the year 2025.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the 2025 annual meeting schedule.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Agenda item number 3 is the proposed adoption of the resolution concerning closed sessions for public meetings scheduled for the year 2025.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 4 are applications for initial casino key employee licenses. They include Ashley E. Bonays, Vincent L. Mara, Earl A. McClinton, Robert M. Mendez, Christopher M. Renna, Justin E. Rubisky, Zachary M. Taub, and George S. Williams. I will call three matters separately. Vincent Morrow, Earl McClinton, and George Williams. With respect to the remaining five, they have all been reviewed by the Division of Gaming Enforcement as well as Commission staff with a recommendation that those five initial Casino Key employee license applications be granted.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 5 initial Casino Key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, ayes have it.
As indicated with respect to, excuse me, B. Vincent L. Morrow, C. Earl A. McClinton, and H. George S. Williams, objections have been raised by the division. Staff recommends that those three matters be remanded to the contested case process.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to remand for a hearing the 3 initial Casino Key employee license applications.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Yeah.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 5 are applications for resubmitted Casino Key employee licenses and/or for qualification. They include Nicholas Amato, Donna M. Angeli, also known as Donna M. Nia, Joseph T. Cavala, Victor Che, Christopher, also known as Victor Hutt, Christopher C. Coyle Jr., Eileen M. DeGoria, also known as Eileen M. Cullen, Diane M. Dixon, also known as Diane Magari, Patricia A. Denzaba, Stephen J. Ebner, Robert J. Ellis III, Daniele R. Harris, Francis J. Heck III, Paul J. Giuliano, Nur M. Kabir, Justine J. Kosuski Jr., Margaret I. Lewis, also known as Margaret I. Ambrose, Janice S. Lipka, Carl W. Lowe IV, Christopher J. O'Connor, Gerald Riley, Carolyn M. Rogers, also known as Carolyn M. Disney, also known as Carolyn M. Messick. Victor Smirny, Ramona J. Smith, Lilium Troche, also known as Lilium Hernandez, Lilium Hernandez Aviles, Teresa L. Tropia, also known as Teresa L. Augusto, Craven Turner III, Kevin L. Valoy, Arsh Z. Vora, and Nicholas J. Voisey. Several matters will be called separately. They include Craven Turner III for a separate vote, Lilium Trosh, Donna M. Angeli, Joseph T. Cavalli, Diane M. Dixon, Stephen J. Ebner, Robert J. Ellis III, Paul J. Giuliano, and Christopher J. O'Connor will all be separate votes. With respect to the remaining 20 resubmitted Casino Key employee license applications, they have been reviewed by the division and by commission staff with the recommendation that the 20 resubmissions be granted.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 20 resubmitted Casino Key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Craven Turner III, Mr. Turner's matter is a resubmission application with an MCE for his position at Casino Cage Cashier Supervisor, Harris and part-time casino cage supervisor Caesars. The matter has been reviewed with a recommendation by the division and commission staff that the resubmission application with an MCE endorsement be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the resubmission application of Craven Turner III for a casino key employee license with a multi-casino endorsement pursuant to NJSA 5:12-91.1.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Lillian Trosh, also known as Lillian Hernandez, Lillian Hernandez Aviles. An objection has been raised by the division. Staff recommends that this matter be remanded to the contested case process.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to remand for a hearing the resubmitted casino key employee license application of Lillian Trosh.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Donna M. Angeli. This is a resubmitted key license and qualification to serve as Vice President, Chief Information Officer for DGMB Casino LLC, doing business as Resorts Atlantic City. The application has been reviewed by the division and commission staff with the recommendation that the resubmission and continued qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
The next matter is Joseph T. Cavila, also a resubmission key and qualification to continue to serve as Vice President, Casino Operations for DGMB Casino LLC, doing business as Resorts Atlantic City. His application for resubmission and qualification has also been reviewed by the division and commission staff with the recommendation that the resubmission and continued qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. Diane M. Dixon, also known as Diane M. McCary, also a resubmitted key and qualification to continue to serve as Vice President, Purchasing and Retail for Boardwalk 1000 LLC, doing business as Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Atlantic City. Ms. Dixon's resubmission application has also been reviewed by the division and commission staff with the recommendation that the resubmission casino key employee license application be granted with continued qualification.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant
Motion, I'm
resubmitted key license and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. Stephen J. Ebner, also resubmission with continued qualification to serve as Vice President, Player Development for AC Ocean Walk LLC, doing business as Ocean Casino Resort. Reviewed by the division and commission staff with the recommendation that the resubmission and continued qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Robert J. Ellis III, again, resubmission with continued qualification to serve as Vice President, Human Resources for Boardwalk 1000 LLC, doing business as Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Atlantic City. Again, the resubmission application has been reviewed by the division as well as commission staff with a recommendation that the resubmission and continued qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, just for the record, Mr. Ellis also has an MCE endorsement on his key license. I apologize.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license with a multi-casino endorsement pursuant to NJSA 5:12-91.1 and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Paul J. Giuliano, again, a resubmitted casino key employee license application and for continued qualification to serve as Senior Vice President Operations for Premier Entertainment AC LLC, doing business as Bally's Atlantic City. The key license resubmission is without the need to establish residency as a corporate employee. It has been reviewed by the division as well as commission staff with the recommendation that the resubmitted casino key employee license without residency requirement and continued qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license and qualification and waive the residency requirement as provided for in NJSA 5:12-89B.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. Christopher J. O'Connor, again, a resubmitted casino key employee license and continued qualification to serve as Vice President, Casino Finance for AC Ocean Walk LLC, doing business as Ocean Casino Resort. That resubmission application has been reviewed by the division and commission staff with the recommendation that it and continued qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper, and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. I believe that addresses all of number 5. Number 6, approvals through delegation of authority between November 1, 2024 and November 30, 2024 pursuant to resolution number 22011211B. We have Manager Patrick Eeler here to review those items with you. However, no action is required by the commission at this time.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. For the record, I'm Patrick Eeler, Manager of the Commission's Licensing and Financial Evaluation Unit. Between November 1st and November 30th, 2024, the staff of the Commission's Regulatory Affairs Division granted the following approvals via its delegated authority. Temporary casino key employee licenses were granted to Alexander T. Byros and Lourdes J. Melendez Ramos for casino cashiering supervisor positions at Ocean Casino. Temporary casino key employee licenses were granted to Xochitl Arellano, also known as Xochitl Suarez, David L. Gianantonio, Colleen M. Lennon, also known as Colleen M. Harrison, and David T. Stetter, all for assistant casino shift manager positions at Harrah's Atlantic City. And the temporary casino key employee license was granted to Sebastian M. Bremer for a racebook supervisor position at Harrah's Atlantic City. This memorializes the approvals that were granted by the Commission's Division of Regulatory Affairs via its delegated authority during this period, and no further Commission action is required. Thank you.
Item number 7 is request for inactivation of Casino Key employee licenses. Again, Patrick Eeler, manager, will review those items with you.
In lieu of filing a Casino Key employee license review application, the following individuals have requested to be placed on the Casino Key employee license approved inactive list: Carl J. Gambin, Joseph Gerace V, Thomas F. Lambert, Lisa Rivera, also known as Lisa Coder, and Willis T. Simmons, Jr. If these requests are granted, each individual may remain on the approved inactive list for a period of up to 5 years. Commission staff has reviewed these requests and recommends that you grant the requested relief.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the requested relief and order that the 5 Casino Key employee licenses be inactivated.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Item number 8 is consideration of the lapsing of Casino Key employee licenses. Again, we have Manager Patrick Eeler here to review those with you.
At this time, for your consideration is the lapsing of the Casino Key employee licenses of the following individuals for failure to file a Casino Key employee license review application or request to be placed on the Casino Key employee license approved inactive list. They are Saiful X. Bari, Amanda M. Cruz, Matthew B. DeRossi, Rosemarie Mason, Mark S. Nelson, Anthony P. Verderis, Danny J. Wanek, Lance M. Weeks, and Jose G. Zamorano Zalidin. In each case, the Casino Key employee license review application filing has passed. Based on our review, staff recommends that the Casino Key employee licenses of these individuals be deemed to have lapsed.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to find that the 9 Casino Key employee licenses lapsed pursuant to NJAC 19:41A-6.1F of the regulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am present on behalf of Fox Rothschild and Boardwalk 1000 LLC and Hard Rock Atlantic City LLC, Jessica Verdio Siegel. Good morning, Chairman and Commission.
Well, hold 1 second. Let me call the matter. We were just confirming that you were who you are. Hold on 1 second, please. Okay.
With the delay, I should hop in.
Okay. Item number 9, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, is consideration of the joint petition of Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Atlantic City and Boardwalk 1000, seeking a title change with a multi-casino endorsement for James W. Turney to serve as Vice President of Finance Operations. By way of background, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, just to highlight, Mr. Turney, you may recall, was granted an initial Casino Key employee license and found qualified by the Commission at your August 9, 2023 meeting. He was qualified to serve as Vice President of Strategic Performance for Hard Rock. Recently, Mr. Turney's title has changed to, as indicated, Vice President of Finance Operations. There was a request made to provide a multi-casino endorsement on Mr. Turney's Casino Key employee license, which there is delegated authority to do. However, given the title change, the commission, licensing staff deferred to the commission to recognize the title change and address the MCE endorsement request. With that, you have counsel present both for Hard Rock and for the division, and I would ask with your permission that they enter their appearances and address the commission.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chairman and Commission. Jessica Verdio Siegel of Fox Rothschild on behalf of Boardwalk 1000 LLC, as well as Hard Rock Atlantic City LLC. I've reviewed the petition that was sent to the DGA dated October 4th of 2024. I am respectfully requesting that the title change with multi-casino endorsement for James W. Tierney to serve as the VP of Finance Operations be granted at this time, especially in light of there being no objection by the DGA. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Jordan Hollander, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division has reviewed the petition request in this matter, and you have our response of no objection, and the division respectfully requests that the requested relief be granted. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council on this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the relief requested in the petition, and A, grant a multi-casino endorsement upon the Casino Key employee license held by James W. Tierney pursuant to NJSA 5:12-91.1, and B, find Mr. Tierney to have been previously found qualified and remain qualified to continue to serve as Vice President of Finance Operations for Boardwalk 1000 LLC and HR Atlantic City LLC, in accordance with the conditions contained in NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6 and -2.7.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 10 is consideration of the initial application of Carlos A. Acevedo for a Casino Key employee license. We have Senior Counsel Teresa Pimpinelli, who will address that matter with you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing for the Commission. For your consideration is a stipulation of settlement for the initial application of Carlos Acevedo for his Casino Key employee license. If approved, it will be valid through December of 2029, subject to certain conditions. You have staff's memo and recommendation for this matter. Mr. Acevedo was notified of today's proceedings. I would just ask counsel for the division to enter their appearance and proceed.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. You have the division's report along with a stipulation of settlement that has been entered with the applicant. The division respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted and recommends the granting of the applicant's Casino Key employee license, subject to the terms and conditions of the stipulation. Thank you.
And for the record, the applicant is not here in person or telephonically.
Correct.
Any questions for councils?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and grant the initial application of Carlos A. Acevedo for a Casino Key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Teresa. Item number 11 is consideration of the stipulation of settlement between the Division of Gaming Enforcement and Teresa Lutz for the withdrawal of her resubmission application for a Casino Key employee license. I believe that this matter was initiated by the filing of the division of the stipulation of, the proposed stipulation of settlement. We have Ms. Lutz, who is available via Zoom, and we have counsel for the division present. I would ask that both introduce themselves and address the commission. I do have some questions, ultimately for the record, for Ms. Lutz after the introduction of counsel.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. On November 14th, 2024, the division filed a letter of no objection to Teresa Lutz's request to withdraw her Casino Key employee license resubmission application, subject to a 2-year bar before reapplying for casino key employee licensure, as agreed upon in the stipulation of settlement signed by both the division and Teresa Lutz, a copy of which was submitted to the commission along with the division's letter. The division respectfully requests that Teresa Lutz be permitted to withdraw her casino key employee licensure resubmission application, subject to the terms and conditions of the stipulation. Thank you.
This is Teresa Lutz.
You want to swear, Ms. Lutz?
Yes, Ms. Lux. Got to swear you in first. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name for the record.
Teresa Lutz.
Thank you.
So is there any thing you wish to say to the commission before I ask you a few questions, Ms. Lutz?
I just want to say that it has been an incredible 30 years with Atlantic City and being involved in the gaming industry. And I've enjoyed my time thoroughly with everyone there. I've made a lot of friends. And it will always be in my heart and in my passion to be part of that community. And I'm forever grateful.
Thank you. So I do have a few questions for you, Ms. Lutz, on behalf of the commission. This is your voluntary request to seek withdrawal of your casino key employee license resubmission application, correct?
Yes, it is.
And you understand that you could have pursued the division's investigation and have the determination made by the commission regarding your continued suitability?
I do.
Okay. And you are currently not working in the industry and have no desire to return in the immediate future?
I do not.
Okay. And you understand that the terms of the stipulation provide for a 2-year reapplication bar from the date of the commission's decision today?
I do.
Okay. And you accept those restrictions voluntarily?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. That's all that I have, Mr. Chairman.
Are there any questions for council or the applicant?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and order that the resubmission application of Teresa Lutz for a casino key employee license be withdrawn, subject to the condition that Ms. Lutz may not apply for or hold a casino key employee license for a period of 2 years from the date of the order.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, ayes have it.
Thank you. Ms. Lutz, good luck to you. Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, petition item number 12 was withdrawn. Item number 13 is consideration of the resubmission I'm sorry, I will call number 13 later, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Item number 14 is consideration of the plenary qualification of Michael Groski to serve as Senior Vice President, Retail Sportsbook for William Hill Holdco, Inc., William Hill U.S. Holdco, Inc. And this matter was initiated by a petition, PRN 085244406, back in March of 2024, as a part of the licensure of Caesars Interactive and William Hill U.S. Holdco's qualification. Mr. Groski was granted temporary qualification at that time. You now have before you his plenary qualification and licensure. We have the division present, and I believe we have Mr. Angelini present via Zoom. And with your permission, I ask that they enter their appearances and address the commission directly.
Please proceed.
Good morning, Chair, members of the commission, Pacifico Agnolini, from Brownstein Hyatt Farber Schreck on behalf of Caesars Entertainment, Inc., Caesars Interactive Entertainment New Jersey, and William Hill U.S. Holdco, and Mr. Grotsky, Michael Grotsky.
Thank you.
Chairman and Commissioners, Connor Martin, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement.
Before you today is the plenary qualification petition for Mr. Grotsky to allow him to serve as Senior Vice President a retail sportsbook for William Hill U.S. Holdco, Inc. We have reviewed the division's report, and we have reviewed the proposed resolution. We have no comments and would ask that same be approved. Thank you.
The division filed a report on November 27, 2024, recommending the plenary qualification of Michael Grodzki to serve as Senior Vice President, Retail Sportsbook for William Hill U.S. Holdco, Inc. We have reviewed the draft resolution and have no objection to it. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and find Michael B. Grodzki qualified to serve as Senior Vice President, Retail Sportsbook for William Hill U.S. Holdco, Inc., in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.7.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 15 is consideration of the initial Casino Key employee licensure and plenary qualification of Mario Massano to serve as Vice President of Marketing for Marina District Development Company, DBA Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. This action was originally initiated back in March of 2024 by petition of Marina District Development Company seeking Mr. Massano's temporary qualification. You granted that request at your April 10, 2024 public meeting. We are now here for consideration of Mr. Massano's plenary qualification and initial Casino Key employee licensure. We have Council President, with your permission, I ask that they enter their appearances and address the commission directly. Oh, I would indicate that Mr. Massana is proceeding pro se, but he is not here.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Deputy Attorney General Jordan Hollander on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division filed a letter report dated December 3rd, 2024, recommending the initial plenary Casino Key employee licensure and qualification of the petitioner. The division has also reviewed the draft resolution and has no objection. Thank you.
Any questions for council?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and A, grant an initial Casino Key employee license to Mario Massano pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89, and B, find Mr. Massano qualified to serve as Vice President of Marketing for Marina District Development Company in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you, Jordan. Item number 16 is the joint petition of DGMB Casino LLC and MGA Holding LLC requesting the qualification of MGA Holding LLC as a security holder of DGMB Casino LLC pursuant to NJSA 5:12-85.1C. This matter was initiated by a petition PRN 3372402 dated December 2, 2024. You have been provided with all support materials relative to this matter. Present is counsel for both the division and for DGMB, and I believe counsel for Mohegan is available via Zoom. With your permission, I ask that they each enter their appearances and address the commission directly.
Good morning, Lynn Kaufman, Cooper Levinson for DGMB Casino.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jeremy Kleiman on behalf of MGA Holding NJ LLC.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement.
Good morning again, Chair, Commissioners. Before I start, or as part of what I want to briefly say, is I thought I would kind of go through the various entities and try and explain the relationship and why we're here. So we are here for DGMB Casino and MGA New Jersey Holding, but I want to start with MGA Gaming NJ LLC and DGMB Casino LLC, which is Resorts Atlantic City, entered into a management agreement back in 2012, pursuant to which MGA Gaming manages the casino operations of Resorts Atlantic City. The Casino Control Act provides that in order to manage the casino operations of a New Jersey casino licensee, you must own at least 10% of the casino indirectly or directly. Therefore, MGA Holding, which is a sister entity, both owned by the same parent of MGA Gaming, entered into an agreement with DGMB Casino Holdings, which owns 100% of Resorts, to own 10% of DGMB Casino Holdings, whereas 90% of DGMB Casino Holdings was held by JEMB Resorts, who is the managing member of that LLC. So the holding company operations have a managing member, 90% owner, JEMB Casino, and then a 10% member, which is MGA Holding. MGA Gaming was granted a CSIE license, and as part of the granting of the CSIE license to MGA Gaming, MGA Holding was deemed a qualifier of MGA Gaming, the CSIE licensee. The management agreement expires December 31st, 2024. Proper notice was given, and there was no, the option to renew was not exercised, and the management agreement will be over on December 31st. At that point, Resorts will be managed by its very capable team that's in place now, led by Mark D'Antonio, and we are not expecting any, operations will continue completely smoothly. However, MGA Gaming will no longer need a CSIE license, but MGA Holding will still need to be qualified because it will remain a 10% owner of Resorts. And therefore, that's a long way of explaining why we are here today. We are asking for the current qualification, which was just subject to a recent resubmission investigation, be deemed to be a qualification of, instead of CSIE licensee, of a casino licensee, DGMB Casino LLC, and that the two individuals who are qualifiers of MGA Holding also be deemed qualifiers of DGMB Casino. Thank you.
You have the division's reports filed on December 3rd, 9th, and 10th. As set forth in the reports, MGA Holding NJ LLC has been an entity qualifier of Casino Service Industry Enterprise Licensee MGA Gaming NJ LLC since 2014. In light of the changes to the operations of Resorts Casino Hotel, MGA Holding now requires qualification as an entity qualifier and security holder in connection with the casino license of DGMB Casino LLC. The division has conducted an investigation into the qualification of MGA Holding, the results of which are set forth in the previously mentioned reports submitted to the Commission. Subject to circulation and review of a draft resolution, the division recommends that the Commission qualify MGA Holding NJ LLC as an entity qualifier and security holder of DGMB Casino LLC pursuant to NJSA 5:12-85, 85.1C3 and 85.1E. Thank you.
May I ask Jeremy Kleiman if you have anything you'd like to add?
Could I possibly top Ms. Kaufman's presentation? No, other than to say that MGA Holding joined in the request. We've reviewed the division's report and supplemental report and have no comments. I would just note that we have not had the opportunity to see and review or comment on a draft resolution. So, we respectfully request that the commission grant the relief sought in the petition, subject to the joint petitioners having an opportunity to review the draft resolution.
Thank you. Any questions for councils? No. I have a question. This relationship, was it just management or was it cross-marketing across the other properties as well?
Marketing was part of the management agreement.
So what drove us to this point? You don't need that cross-marketing or?
Well, back in 2012, I think, it was a, slightly difficult time.
Yes.
With the passing away, it was soon after the passing away of Dennis Gomes, and who was expected to be managing the casino, and this was the right thing at the time, and a decision was made, obviously a business decision, that resorts could stand on its own, and that's why we're here.
Thank you. Any other questions? No. Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the relief requested in the petition, and A, find MGA Holding LLC qualified as a security holder and entity qualifier of casino licensee DGMB Casino LLC pursuant to NJSA 5:12-85.1, and B, find each of the designated natural person qualifiers to be qualified, all subject to the extent set forth in the final resolution.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molina,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, returning to item number 13, which is the consideration of the resubmission application of William F. Callahan for a Casino Key employee license and qualification to serve as general manager and chief gaming executive for AC Ocean Walk LLC, doing business as Ocean Casino Resort. Mr. Chairman, you have counsel for Mr. Callahan present, as well as counsel for the division, and I would ask that they enter their appearances and address the commission directly.
Mr. Chairman, Vice Chair Cooper, Commissioner Molyneux, pleasure to be here today. Lloyd Levinson, Cooper Levinson, on behalf of Mr. Callahan.
Bill Callahan, GM of Ocean Casino.
Good morning again, Chairman and Commissioners. Deputy Attorney General Jordan Hollander on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement.
Mr. Chairman, we are in receipt of the November 27, 2024 submission by the Division of Gaming Enforcement, where they recommend the granting of a resubmission. We also have reviewed the resolution and have no comments with regard to that. So we urge the commission to agree with the division and grant resubmission. Thank you.
As noted by counsel, the commission has the division's report dated November 27, 2024, recommending the Casino Key employee resubmission and continued qualification of Mr. Callahan. The division has also had a chance to review the draft resolution and has no objection.
Are there any questions for counsel on this matter?
Yes.
Commissioner Molyneux?
Good morning.
Morning.
First, I want to give much credit to the DGE for their in-depth report. Mr. Callahan,
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name for the record.
William Callahan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
again, Mr. Callahan, what, if any, do you take responsibility for on these allegations? And how would you proceed if similar incidents occurred?
With all due respect, Commissioner Molyneux, could you break that down? Because there's a few things that are mentioned in the report. One of those things was the issue with his leaving Borgata and going to Ocean. And another was certain lawsuits that were filed that included Mr. Callahan as a defendant. However, he was not involved in those matters. It's one of those situations where plaintiffs' lawyers decide that it's best to include the top guy in the lawsuit in order to encourage either a settlement in their favor so that the matter does not continue to extend over a period of years and cost the casino large amounts of money. Mr. Callahan was in no way involved in those allegations, other than to say he was the head person, the general manager of the casino hotel. So if you could break that down, those are the two things that were contained in the report. As far as the departure from Borgata, that was matter was settled, and that there was no monetary reward. It was purely a settlement and an understanding that Mr. Callahan had done nothing wrong as far as his departure from Borgata.
So you want me to break down each item? I'm not going to do that. So we'll just move on to the explanation. Give me an explanation on the common sense phone story.
I'm sorry, on the what?
Common sense phone story, telephone story. Phone.
The phone.
Your
The phone,
telephone.
yes, yes.
His
yes,
personal telephone.
Yeah, he had a phone from Borgata, and on that phone, besides Borgata information, was his own personal information, including photographs, family photographs, and the like. So he took the information from his Borgata phone and transferred it to his personal phone. However, a forensic investigation indicated that none of what was on the Borgata-issued phone was ever utilized by Mr. Callahan in further support of his position at Ocean. And Borgata was satisfied with that, and they settled the lawsuit with no admission of responsibility or liability.
So, I'm not gonna hear anything from Levinson. I'm not gonna hear anything from his mouth.
Oh, no, he's here, you can ask him. I have to earn my living here, that's all.
I'm not in court or nothing, so I don't.
I agree with what he said. It was very innocent that I moved my information, that was my personal information, from one phone to another, when very clearly I had decided that I might be leaving the property that I was working at. None of it was business related, it was all personal. And it was, as we went through the process, it was clear that that was the case.
Could you give me a brief summary on how you would plan to conduct yourself with this position that you're applying for?
I continue to do the exact same thing underneath me is doing all the right things as far as, that when we speak about harassment and discrimination, that no one does any of those things. I want to make sure that the property continues to be solvent and that it continues to be clean, for both the people that work there as well as ownership and taxpayers.
Any other questions for council or the
No,
applicant?
good. Thank you. Thank you.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and A, grant the resubmission application of William F. Callahan for a casino key employee license pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89 and NJSA 5:12-94H, and B, find Mr. Callahan to have been previously found qualified and remains qualified to serve as General Manager and Chief Gaming Executive for AC Ocean Walk LLC, in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJSA 5:12-89 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
In accordance with Resolution 2412-1103, the next closed session shall be held on Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, at 9:30 a.m. in the Commission office.
This is the public participation portion of the meeting. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to speak? Ms. Fauntleroy, do we have any email comments?
No, we do not.
No, we don't?
Thank you.
Okay. The public participation portion of the meeting is now closed. Is there a motion for adjournment?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Before I second this motion, I want to wish everyone a good holiday. And I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed?